we actually share our testimony along with that scripture, why it's personal to us, that helps bring in the Spirit a lot better.
When I feel the Spirit the strongest is when people do get up and they share their own personal experience. I mean, even right now, just because we're here sharing everything, I can just feel the Spirit so strong, and it's influencing me right now.
I like the Spirit I felt when I left. A lot of the time just reading the scriptures in class, and I wanted that every day at school.
When we're reading the scriptures, sometimes the Spirit just talks to you and tells you what to say or what to write. And I always like to keep a brief thought of what I was thinking at the time.
I like when they give us, a couple scriptures that we need to look at, and then we get to sit down by ourselves and look at it, because the Spirit's already here, He's in this building, and so my personal time, in my scriptures where He tells me, what I should be looking for, and the Spirit is teaching me directly, and I think those are really important times for me.
It's because we're the teachers too. We're teachers and students. We've all got to help contribute to that, so we teach each other.
I think it's more or less the little things that get you to feel the Spirit, like someone singing a little louder, you're raising your hand to have a comment.
The best institute experiences that I've had are the ones where the teacher comes with the approach of he's trying to learn too. We're all learning together as a group, and it kind of changes the atmosphere.
Every day at the starting of class we have a scripture sharing time where we get to get up and we get to share a scripture that we had liked from the last time that we had class that we had read, and I just like to do that because then we get to hear really cool scriptures that people have liked, and so I don't know, that also motivates me to want to read my scriptures too, so that I can try and find scriptures that I want to share with everyone else. So
when you read your scriptures beforehand, you're able to come up with your own conclusions and your own insights, and then when you get to class, everybody has different ones, and you're all able to share those, and you get so many different perspectives.
One of my favorite things has been the devotionals we've had and the sharing, because when we started to share scripture insights, the scriptures meant more to everybody, I think. Me in my life, there's been times that I've actually had prayers answered from what other people have said when they've shared scriptures they read and what it meant to them the night before. When other people share, it helps me to understand the scriptures better, and when I share, it means more to me. I can be more passionate about the scriptures.
2 years ago I was inactive, and I always heard in seminary to read your scriptures and pray, and I didn't know why a book that can be so powerful just change your life. And so I started reading and praying for 3 weeks, and then I had to start getting to church, and that's when my bishop called me to become a priest. Ever since then I've always read the scriptures and prayed, and I can testify that they are true and that they can change your life.
He asked me to read my scriptures, and I looked at him like, scriptures? No, what's that? This is supposed to be release time, I'm not supposed to do anything. And he told me to get a Book of Mormon and to read that every night. And now I'm dependent on that. And the scriptures have become a haven. That's where I go when I need my help. That's where I go to feel my Heavenly Father.
Seminary, as we memorize the scriptures, we take tests on some of them, and as we've been taking the tests, we've also had to explain the scripture, and so as we've been memorizing it, we've been understanding the scripture better, and so I think that that's helped me to understand the scriptures, and then where I can apply them and how they relate to other things.
If I find my own principle, I receive my own personal revelation, and I understand what I need to about that scripture.
We ain't gonna be alone, and we're gonna find an answer on our own, and he's showing us how to do that right now through searching for principles. And like I said, he's not gonna always be there following us throughout our lives to say, that's what that means, so we have to learn how to find it on our own.
When Sam came in with his questions, he's reading through scripture and he found the gem, and he's like, well, I don't get what this means. And then everybody like pitched in until he found out the question, or the answer to his question. And when he did, he's happy and went home and told his dad. And it's like math class. If the math teacher tells you, you don't learn. So if we pitch in and try and help each other, we learn more.
If we find scriptures and principles by ourselves, then there'll be ones that really mean something to us.
It just gives me a sense of accomplishment, because some things in the scriptures I have trouble relating to or understanding, and just little gems that I can look and see, I just like, oh, okay, I get that now, and it just helps me remember more and understand it better.
The Spirit is a lot more prevalent and here with me when we not only scratch the surface of a subject, but we delve deep into the scriptures and get things out of it we'd never gotten out of it before.
My seminary teachers taught me the proper way to like study scriptures and how to, you know, find things that I needed in the scriptures. So every time that I find something new